Hey everyone, Xeno here, and lately I've had the strange urge to talk about video game cartoons. No, not you.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
We're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's our game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. I say hooked on the brothers. The brothers.
That's right, the greatest show mankind has ever known. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Known to many as the king of all animated cartoons, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show premiered on television in 1989, starring the late Lou Albano and Danny Wells as Mario and Luigi. The show loosely followed the events of Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2, and the adventures of the Mario Bros. As they continually saved Princess Peach and confronted King Koopa. Surprising, right? Each episode also began and ended with a live-action sequence in which Mario and Luigi get into some crazy antics at their plumber shop in Brooklyn. Yes, this is a real thing. So today, on account of I felt like it, we're going to take a deep dive into the Super Show and see just what kind of entertainment we can find. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Episode 9, The Great Bmx Race.
Here we go!
Yo, you gonna eat that entire pepperoni?
Pizza! Yes, that's right. If you've ever seen the Super Show before, you probably know that Mario and Luigi are kind of stereotypical food-loving Italians.
I'm saving room for supper.
So after some pizza and a few wisecracks, the Mario Brothers are soon alerted to the challenge of the day. The most terrifying challenge they will ever face. Their mother.
It's Mama, and she's coming over.
Mamma mia! Oh, we gotta clean up around here and lay out some leafy vegetables.
Leafy vegetables? Do you care to elaborate on that one, Mario? Have you not been eating your vegetables? That's it! You're not a son, you're a disappointment in human form! That's right, you terrible man! Off into the stage void with you! Oh my gosh, what is that?
I'm sorry, Ma. Yeah, you're sorry, but you never come when I came as fast as I could. Well, sure, what do you crawl under the floor, you run?
Is it just me, or do you have a bit of a strep throat there, Mama Mario? If you for some inexplicable reason have not figured it out yet, yes, Mama Mario is also played by Lou Albano. Hence the reason Mario went and jumped off into the heckin' stage void. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's definitely funny to see Lou Albano dress up as a woman and smack Luigi.
I can't believe you've done this.
But with that raspy voice, I can barely tell 90% of what he's saying. I mean, as if it already wasn't enough with the Italian accent thingy they got going on there. And with that done, it's on to the animated portion of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. And I can't tell if I'm sad or relieved. Either way, though, we get more of this?
Yo, it's the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's the game. Found the secret water zone while working on the drain. Lend the princess a hand in the mushroom land. Join the action with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
Freaking lit. Anyway, we finally get a proper introduction to this episode, and thank God for Tony Marino. I don't know what we would do without quality television like this.
Plumber's log, number 25. We were crossing the desert kingdom when things really got hot for Toad.
So Mario is driving his bike in the middle of the desert, as you do with Luigi, Princess Peach, and this. This thing. Also, Peach and Toad are in a bathtub for some reason. Don't ask me why Mario is lugging a bathtub around the desert. I am as in the dark here as you. All of a sudden on their trip across the desert, Fry Guy appears. And to be honest with you, I had no idea who this guy was supposed to be until researching for this video. Huh, would you look at that? Fry Guy demands that Toad pays him back his 60 gold coins by sundown, or he threatens to burn Toad alive.
You owe me 60 gold coins. Pay up by sundown, or I'll turn you into fried fungus.
Also, at this point in the video, I just want to mention that it was this Netflix description that made me choose to cover this episode of the Super Show in particular today. It did not disappoint. Moving on, apparently. King Koopa, who in case you didn't know, is just Bowser. Not many people seem to be able to make this obscure connection. You're welcome. Koopa took all the gang's money, and they're broke. Guess we're just gonna have to let it burn. Fry Guy, for some odd reason, tells the gang that there's a BMX race they can win to earn the money? Mighty convenient, those BMX races in the middle of the desert, huh?
It's a bike race, and we got a bike. Yeah, a bike with pasta power. We'll save you, paisano.
And there's the Italian food reference again. Also, what even is a paisano? Mario mentions it at the opening of every show, and at least probably 5 times throughout every episode. I still don't know what it is, though. I always thought it was some sort of Italian pie or something. In retrospect, it makes a little more sense for Mario to be calling me a friend rather than an Italian pie at the beginning of every episode.
Here's the starting line, but where's the other racers?
Gee, looks like we scared them off.
That's using your brain, Luigi. 2 small plumbers in colored overalls are scaring off these guys.
On second thought, Mario, those guys scared me off.
Stop! I'm shutting it down! It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, where we analyze obscure Mario characters that made an appearance in the Super Show. In the lower left corner, we have Mauser. Mauser, of course, being the enemy from Super Mario Bros. 2, who has never reappeared in another mainline Mario game, except for Super Mario Bros. 2, as I said, but it's debatable if that's even a real Mario game, but topic for another day. Mauser did appear, however, as a sticker in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and most recently he had an appearance in Smash Ultimate as a, spirit. Mauser. In the middle we have Triclod here, who has never made another mainline appearance outside of Super Mario Bros. 2, or another appearance in general. He's never appeared outside of Super Mario Bros. 2. We've seen a trend here. And finally, there's Koopa. Definitely never seen this freak before. Thank you for watching this episode of Obscure Mario Characters found in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Join us back here next time for whatever the heck is on next time. And bye-bye. Continue on.
Looks like you forgot your training wheels, sewer sap. Ouch!
Is it just me, or does that mouse have a Russian accent? And after Mario and Luigi take off with a totally not false start, the race is on. Meanwhile, Peach and Toad watch the race from above.
Yay, Marios!
No, stop, Peach! This ain't the Super Mario Bros. Movie!
There's only one despicable creature who could stop them now, and he's probably miles away. Oh no!
Wow, that was short-lived. Koopa tells his minions to ram Mario and Luigi once they get to the part of the track that goes along the ridge. And of course that doesn't work, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Peach and Toad get captured when trying to warn Mario about Koopa's plan, and because we haven't had enough Italian food references yet...
Hey, it's the pasta pit stop.
But Mario, what about the race?
Don't worry, Luigi. It's in the bag.
Also, what was that, Mario?
Luigi?
That's what I thought you said. Back at the Koopa camp, Peach is insulting Koopa.
And soon your pedal-pushing plumbers will be out of my hair forever.
Koopa, you're a disgusting, double-crossing meanie!
And can I just take a moment to say that I kinda love the voice acting in this cartoon? I mean, especially Lou Albano and Danny Wells, I think they do a bang-up job as Mario and Luigi. Even nowadays, I prefer Charles Martinet, but personally, I think the voices fit very well. Except Toad, he can go make some... While at the pasta pit stop, the other racers pass Mario and Luigi, giving them a chance to set up a jump at the ridge. That's definitely not a sentence I ever envisioned myself saying. You two have one job!
Operation Smash Up! Now! Hey! Why'd you learn how to ride a bike? They're trying to push us over the cliff!
With the realization, moments before impact, yeah, the bad guys are trying to kill you, Mario decides to beat them to it and jump off the cliff himself. I mean, that would have been a cool plot twist, but however, no, Tony Marino didn't want to write a story that would get him fired. Of course, Mario saves the day with the world's strongest plunger and a rope. And then bike pedals back up the rope? My thoughts exactly. And then Koopa called Toad Fungus Face, and I found this amusing.
It's turbo time!
Mauser-inspired Wreck-It Ralph confirmed Peach and Toad escape without any help for once. Oh, and also, Koopa Troopas are dumb. And we return to Mario, luxuriously combing his mustache without a care in the world, only to be caught up to by Koopa's minions and have to use his precious can of tomato sauce to ward them off.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
However, this effort is not enough. Oh, and you thought they were dead last time.
Looks like you plumbers are plumb out of luck.
Look at them now. By playing patty cake and stirring up dust, the brothers cheat death once again. And I think the next line sums up the rest of the episode pretty nicely.
Here, a zucchini for you!
Peach and Toad catch up with Mario and they mourn his lost tomato sauce. Luigi detests the whole situation. And Toad does that to no one's surprise.
Whoa! Ow! Oh, that hurt! Oh, ow! Ooh, ow! Get back here, Koopa! Don't you know vegetables are good for you?
And there you have it, folks. That's what the whole episode was about, right? Learning to eat your vegetables. And with that, we have finally finished the animated segment of this video. Now we get to figure out what happened with Mario and Luigi and Mama Mario. Oh boy. We return to Mama Mario putting the brothers to work cleaning. Luigi's been scrubbing the floor, and Mario's been cleaning the streets? At this point, I think we've learned to not question the show for answers we're never going to get.
Who's that?
It's your son Mario, Mama. I washed as far as Flatbush Avenue. Can I come in?
Not until you wash down the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a mess.
And then Mama Mario waddles into the void. Mario and Luigi begin to brainstorm a plan to get Mama the heck out of their house, and...
We'll be right back.
If Mama lets us.
First, she says we gotta watch some exciting scenes from Mama's favorite, The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, I love this show.
Yeah, so apparently every episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, as far as I can tell, also contains a promo for the Legend of Zelda cartoon series. You know, the one that gave the world such classics as...
Well, excuse me, princess.
Wonderful. Yeah, this show has a bit of a reputation for being extremely cringy. And a relic so evil that only the... Evil Jar! Can hold it.
She's gone.
I can't believe our luck. Imagine Mama getting a phone call to tell her that she won the lottery.
Hey, when you're lucky, you're lucky.
Just the brothers' luck. Apparently Mama Mario has won the lottery, and they're free to do this again.
Oh, Mario. This is the life.
Seriously, Mario, has this episode taught you nothing?
Don't answer it. That could be Mama, and she's gonna be mad, Mario, because I faked the call about her winning the lottery.
Excuse me, Luigi, faked the lottery? Then what the heck was all that about the—
Hey, when you're lucky, you're lucky.
Crap! Why didn't you tell Mario then? Why did you proceed to make the house dirty again when you knew Mama Mario would come back? You know what? I am gonna take my own advice here and just stop asking questions I know I won't get an answer to. Anyway, Luigi hatches a master plan of—
I'm gonna run and get a winning lottery ticket, all right?
Genius! You know, why did I think of that? You know? Then Mario goes to answer the door, and— oh my gosh, it's Danny Wells in a dress! And that's the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, or at least episode 9 of it. It still amazes me that this show even exists, but I'm so happy it does. It's far from a bad cartoon, and you can really tell that Lou Albano and Danny Wells had a lot of fun playing these characters. Between their performances and the sheer stupidity of about every scene in this show, I can't help but have a smile on my face whenever I think about it. It's just another one of those weird nuggets of Nintendo history that you look at and you think, huh, Nintendo did that. To Mario, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go to the Mario.
Take one step.
And then again, go to the Mario. All together now. You got it. That's the Mario. To Mario, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go to the Mario. One step. And then again, go to the Mario. All together now.
Come on now.
Just like that. I apologize.